Our water safety program that we have for the DNR recruits is one of those programs that is a huge hurdle that they have to get through for the recruit school. Saving victims like they're doing back here, they're practicing rescuing passive and active drowning victims. Earlier, what we had going on was the recruit had to take their uniform completely off with their gun belt and put the gun belt and uniform back on, dive down, get a heavy object off the bottom of the tank, bring it up, and then the evolution was done. What this teaches the recruit is they can do more than just tread water. They can actually do tasks while treading water for an extended amount of time.
Water safety was definitely the hardest week this far. It challenged everybody mentally and physically, and it made us break down walls and barriers that we didn't think that we would ever have to go through.
It was so hard, but I feel like I gained so much knowledge.
I really believe that with that training, I will be able to save somebody in the water.
It was early July. My partner and I were out on marine patrol. I noticed two females that were walking up and down the river bank. And then I looked a little bit further downstream and I observed another female that had been caught into a strainer. At first I yelled out to her, I said, "Ma'am, are you okay?" And at that time she said, "Yes, I'm fine." And you could see the panic on her face. And I know through a lot of the training that I've gone through, they've always said that a drowning victim looks calm. They're not splashing and crying and screaming. When I got her in the boat, it was this big sigh of relief off of her. She was cold. Even though it's July, early July, just the touch was, she was cold. Her lips were blue and everything.
So the exercise, what the recruits are going through right now is they put a simulated submerged vehicle below the surface of the water down to 12 feet. The recruit puts on goggles that are completely blacked out, so to speak, and they go in blind. And all they have to do is go in by feel. And what that simulates is most lakes and rivers in the state of Michigan, there's no visibility, and it could be at night. And so those recruits will go in with zero visibility, feel their way through the car, and then pull out the victim at that point. If they don't need to go in the water, they won't. They're trained not to do so because that could just get them into trouble as well. So we'll use the rescue discs first. If we can't successfully save somebody with the rescue disc, then we move on to actually entering the water if we need to at that point. The ice bath evolution that the recruits will experience is 4 minutes in 36-degree water, all the way submerged up to their necks. The reason behind that is so the recruit can experience a small amount of hypothermia and know that they can not only get through it themselves for safety, but can work through it mentally and physically. As a conservation officer, we're always working around water. So our job, since it's on the water, we want to make these recruits proficient in the water, comfortable, able to do their job, to be safe themselves, and to also be able to save others.